Mitford Pottery. So today is our first kiln opening of the new Scutt kiln, and it went pretty well. So we're going to do a Earth Nation Ceramics-esque thing. So I've got my introduction, we're going to zoom in on all the pieces and we'll run through them individually. I was going to do worst to my favourite, but they're all pretty good, tell you the truth. So we'll get down to the table and we shall commence. Now the first one we'll do is a bit of an odd one. So that's my Dragonfly. So that's the fella there. Quite a good effect actually, not bad. He's got holes for legs. They were going to have copper wire legs for a nice little ornament. Came out pretty good. So that's our first piece. Put him to one side. Right, we'll start with some of, well actually we'll start with our cones. It's a new kiln, so we'll get used to it. We are now using regular cones in a cone sitter. So that is our cone 6 and that is a cone 7. That was the Scutt set on cone firing of a cone 6. So on my next one I shall set it as a 5. That should give us a good cone 6. But all in all, a good firing. So that's our cones to one side. Okay, let's start. Now this one is a cornet holder when you're making ice creams. It's dipped a bit because of the heat, because it is quite thin, but this is done in a floating blue, and as you can see you stand it like that, put your cornet in, make another one, put it in, holds 4 cornets. First attempt, good glaze firing, came out okay. Another odd one which we shall do, which was relatively successful, is another slab build, and this is a butter dish. I think I could have gone a little bit wider on the dimensions. So the base is white with floating blue edge, no glaze on the base. Lid is in floating blue. Underneath is clear, so there's a patch there which were kept because it was perched on a kiln stilt to stop it sticking because the edges are glazed. Needs a little fine tuning on there, there's a bit of stuff stuck to it, but that'll Dremel off. And it sits, I'll tell you what, we'll get our wheel so we can see them once they're done. So there you go, a butter dish. Turned out okay for our first attempt. Next, this is a little odd fella. Tried to make a small trophy, got the basic shape right, a little bit more work, may need a bigger one, slightly more delicate. That came out okay. Right, next is, so this is just a clear vase. It's got white inside, clear outside, but this is the one where we made the roses, the 3D roses. So they're finished in red and maroon edges. Not too, came out okay actually. Good glaze finish on it. There's something missing, but I don't know quite what. Something missing off the decoration, maybe some greens and browns, so it looks like an actual rose, but a good finish nonetheless. We had 2 of these fellas, so these are done in Temecula gold, which you can see the particles inside, which has got a good finish inside, and on the outside is my Cartwright black. Now this was speckled with odds and ends of glazes I had, but it didn't really have any effect. It's just gone black. Maybe it needs oxides on next time to give it but it's a good finish. Nice. And this one's got 2 little handles on, so there's that one. Another one, this is an expanded form, and again Temeko gold and black, good finish, very successful. Next we shall go with our large jar, or vase shall I say. So this is in variated dove grey, and this again is sodium silicate, as you can see. So it was all grey. This bit has been sponged back, so it's the clear, but the glaze is in all the little cracks and that round here. And the bottom had a bit of texture on it, which has given a nice finish. And also on the base on this one has a bit of detailing on the base. Variated dove grey. If you get the application right, it's very good, and that is grey inside as well. Very good finish on that one. Good weight as well. Next we shall continue with our larger pieces. So again, this one is a chattered vase. So we have floating blue, floating blue, floating blue inside. This piece here with a chattering effect, that is iron oxide. So that's brushed on and then sponged off, so it's not super thick, and it's come out very nice actually, got a good effect. And there's the base. Floating blue's working well. Next we have the one I've been trying to get fired for some time actually. So this is a large swirly vase done in white with a red glaze brushed on to accentuate the swirl pattern. So we'll put them on the whirler. So that's it there. Anybody who likes red and white, this is the vase for you. Good finish. Just a white inside. No glaze on the base, just some maker's marks. Very good finish indeed on that one. Next is a lidded jar. This is to be having its own little video, because it's got this one's got a full video start to finish. So we're going to add a bit to the end of this finished piece. So it has a bought glaze on the inside, which I'm trying to use up. Same on the jar, bought glaze, and a Temeko gold outside with some 3 lines, and matching 3 lines on the lid. Pretty good finish actually. So not bad at all. More vases. I've been catching up on all my experiments I've had lying about. So this is just a small vase with coloured slip. So I've used bands of coloured slip, just dab them on so you get a textured effect. So I've got me yellow, green. I don't know what that one's supposed to be. That's quite a pale colour, pale green and a blue, and just finished in clear around it. Come on, very nice. Good weight, nicely balanced. We'll have a whirl. We'll get the whirl a wee bit closer, shall we? There we are. Put it on one side. Next we shall continue with our vases. So this one I try to get a bit more of a shoulder on the vase and put some little handles on. So this is in our Hsinchuen Lin. It has a nice watermark feature on it. That's because it was dipped that way and then that way, and it has a white liner inside. Very nice finish on that. Good. That has that. Give it a whirl like so. It has a sort of counterpart done in a yellow, so a very similar form through 2 of them at the same time. These have different type of handles on. Again, white. This is it's gumpy yellow. Again, it depends on the application you get. So this one's yellow going on white, and I forgot to do the base properly. So we've got sort of a yin and yang base, which actually looks quite nice. But a good finish. Again, that's a good glaze which we've come across. Oh yes, we'll have a whirl there. We'll give it a whirl. There you go. Lovely. Look great in your house, that. What we got? I don't know what this is. That was a practice piece. I don't know what it's supposed to be. I suppose you could put your pens and stationery in, or your pots or whatever. It's just a brown I was using up. Nothing too exciting on that one. Other ones we have a bowl. So it's a white inside with 3 lines, and our yellow glaze on the outside with a few lines for details. And this originally was going to have a jug to match, but I threw the jug, which we're going to see next, was too big, so it is now a bowl all on its own. But again, a good finish. The jug that was supposed to go with it is here. I changed the colour because it wasn't going to be a pair. So that is the jug in floating blue, swirly handle, and again excellent finish on it, on the glaze, no marks. And again on this one I've sponged back this textured effect here, so you get a good feel. It's got some lines for details. Again, good finish. Another good piece. We have a mug. So this is just in clear. This had corn yellow coloured slip, and it was supposed to be a sgraffito. I don't know whether you can catch it on there. It's like hieroglyphs in there. They're a bit too delicate, so they get a bit lost, and the handle got a bit squashed. So, but all in all, very usable, nice and light. Next we have another glaze, and which is a tripler. So this is Enchanted Forest Myco glaze. Still can't get the application quite right. So these are the 3 swirled beakers slash mugs. So try to throw them all the same, but varying amounts of clear obviously. So they've got a decent finish. Unfortunately, all the good stuff's on the inside, so I don't know whether you can see that. All the sparkles are on the inside, which I want them on the outside, but I can't get them to stick for some reason. So they're all like that. They've all got sparkles at the bottom. But a good finish nonetheless. And what have we got left? What have we got left? 2 left. 2 mugs left. Again, this is a Myco glaze, and this is a swirled mug in was it winter wood, I believe. I know Jon the Potter likes this glaze as well. It's sort of like an eggshell finish. Very nice, very stable, which it should be because it's bought. And again, a little getting the application just right. So if you can see in there, all of the brown bits has gone to one side when I dipped it, giving it a great effect inside, like a copper effect. Good. And it has a big brother, which was made out of nearly double the amount of clear. So this is a large swirled mug in winter wood. This one that's got an extruded handle. This one's actually got a pulled handle, and it is extremely well finished, even if I do say so myself. Again, application, you never know what you're going to get when you put these on. because of the particles in the clear, in the glaze. Again, there's a lot in the bottom, but it's excellent weight, nice. So that's it. We'll give them to a whirl. So that's it for our first, we'll get on the camera, for our first of our new kiln firings. So hopefully many more to come as we fine tune our glazing, as we all strive to do. So hope you've enjoyed watching, and I'll catch you in the next glaze firing. See yous.